All right, let's have a look at the quadratic inequality worksheet for MCert. I'm noticing, by the way, it does say and in some of the cases here. I think that would be ill-advised. I think we should write or. So I think the written solution there, it really can't be these values at the same time, in the same way as it cannot be two discrete points at the same time. It's got to be either this or that. But not at the same time. Okay, so I would tend to put an or in there, but I'm going to question that. I think that's a good question for me to actually raise, and find out if I'm wrong and they're right, which is just as likely, by the way, probably more likely they're right, actually. All right, here's number 4. So let's have a go. This is the quadratic inequalities. I'll just put here quadratic inequalities. This is, by the way, more for my reference, by the way, than anyone else's worksheet. So every now and then I can remind myself, where did this thing come from? Okay, so we got back to z squared. Z squared minus 4z minus 32 is less than, is greater than 0. Okay, fantastic. So in this case, it's greater than 0. It's going to be on the outside of the two critical values. So let's have a side by here. 32, that's 31 and 32, 2 and 16. 3 doesn't work so well, but 4 is good. 4 and 8. I'm looking for, I think I've got it already here, because we need a negative 4, and 4 minus 8 or 8 minus 4 does give a 4 of some sort. So that's looking pretty good. Let's solve as if it was an equal 0. So I've got my z and my z. Signs are going to be different. I'll put a plus and a minus, doesn't matter which way around they are. The biggest one though is going to go next to the negative. So this is the biggest one, that's going to go next to the negative, and I've got a 4 over here, so that looks good. So we can say either z minus 8 is 0, and I'm going to add 8 to both sides. Therefore, z is equal to 8, or z plus 4 is equal to 0, and I'm going to subtract 4 from both sides. There it is. So z is equal to negative 4. All right, so let's see how that plays out when we draw a parabola. Okay, here we go. Here are the values. So I'm going to have myself an 8 and a negative 4. Here's my 8. I'll put it over here. There's my 8. I got my negative 4. We'll call that negative 4. And it's just going to come down. It's going to turn around. It's going to go quite a long way down, by the way. Certainly further than I'm going to draw it. And 4 8s, by the way, are 32. This is going to cross at negative 32. And because it's greater than, it's going to be the points on either side here. These ones, not in the middle, but this less than that, greater than that. And because it's greater than and not equal to, it doesn't include these values. So it's going to be everything but that value, everything but that value. So let's write our number line. Here's our number line. Here's our 0. Here's our 8. And here is our negative 4. So it's going to be every point here south of this point, every point here north of this point. So when we write that, we're going to say, therefore, x, or z in this case, z is going to be less than negative 4, or z is going to be greater than 8. And that's how I would express the answer to that one.